Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over 5 players that might struggle a little bit, so I'd be very wary about starting these guys in week 12. But if you choose to listen to me, you don't choose to listen to me, let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like on this video at the end if you do enjoy, and of course hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subs. Thank you guys so much for the recent support. All right, the first person up on this list is Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now, I honestly really like DPJ like that. I think he's a great player, and I think he'll be a great player for weeks to come, and you can start him in a lot of your lineups in future matchups. Just this week, though, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, that is not bad. They don't have a bad defense whatsoever. I think it's going to be very rainy in this matchup, so they will be leaning on Nick Chubb a lot. They also have to manufacture touches for Amari Cooper that just had a massive day. So I don't think there's going to be too many throws in this contest. If I'm wrong, and I hope I am wrong for a lot of the people that are going to play him, I would sit him on the bench this week. If you have a better option than Donovan Peoples-Jones, I would play them over him. All right, coming in at number 2, we have Allen Robinson going against the Kansas City Chiefs. The reason that I feel like Robinson might struggle in this one is because he is playing with a quarterback that is super inexperienced. He's also going into this matchup with an injury designation for his ankle, so you don't know if he's going to be 100%. I think there's a lot of better options out there to play, and I know some of you rostering Allen Robinson might say, you know, I lost Cooper Kupp a couple weeks ago. I feel like he could be an emerging number 1 receiver in this offense. And while that is true, I think you need to have Matt Stafford back for that to happen. And it can't be a quarterback that's going to run the ball a ton. This Bryce Perkins could run the ball like 15 to 20 times in this matchup, and it wouldn't shock me at all. So I'm sitting Allen Robinson this week. Next up is Chris Olave, and Olave actually had a great performance last week. 21.2 fantasy points against a Los Angeles Rams secondary that has been struggling this year. 5 catches on 6 targets, but I think this week he comes back down to earth. I think he has a super mediocre game against the San Francisco 49ers, who have an amazing defense as of, the first half of this year. And Chris Olave is playing with a quarterback in Andy Dalton that is not particularly consistent. We've seen weeks where Andy Dalton struggles, then we've seen weeks where Andy Dalton pops off. I don't think he's going to pop off against a great defense. Like I said, I would be benching Olave if you have, better pieces on your team or better matchups available. If you're going to start him, I wish you the best. And I know he did really good last week, so a lot of people are going to insert him in the lineup again, just expecting greatness. I think he doesn't get enough targets for it to be worth it in this matchup. The past couple of weeks, he hasn't even eclipsed 10 targets. So I think I need volume out of a receiver, especially against a good defense like this. He's on my bench this week. Coming in at number 4, we have Cortland Sutton, and Cortland Sutton has just been super mediocre as a number 1 wide receiver while Jerry Jeudy is out. Russell Wilson's been struggling this year. Last week against the Raiders, all right, one of the worst defenses in the league through the air. 5 catches, 80 yards, 7 targets, 13.0 PPR fantasy points. You're expecting a 20+ point performance from Cortland Sutton, but I guess he's just not that guy. So in this matchup against the Carolina Panthers, I'd argue their defense is better than the Las Vegas Raiders. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion here. I think he has a mediocre week here, maybe 10 or under points. I could be totally wrong. And if Jerry Jeudy's back, forget about it. If Jeudy's back, do not even think about starting this guy. I don't think it's worth it at all. I think he drops a 5 to 8 point performance if we're lucky, but if you're going to start Sutton, I wish you the best of luck. I really do. Last but not least on this list, we have Darno Mooney going up against the New York Jets, and you could probably tell why I don't like this matchup. The Jets defense has been good all year long. Sauce Gardner should be on Mooney for a lot of this contest, and Justin Fields is actually questionable with a shoulder injury before this matchup even starts, so I feel like you can actually raise expectations for Mooney if Justin Fields does not play, because they're going to have to throw the ball more. Justin Fields runs the ball so many times, and if he does play, he's going to try to run a lot against a New York Jets defense that is tough through the air. I don't love the play for Mooney. If Fields is out, like I said, maybe you stick him in there, but it's still a really bad matchup, especially for a backup quarterback. Not loving what I'm seeing here. If any of this information helped you guys, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.